Hello and welcome back to another episode brought to you by Cryptic Forger. I'm HeedlessRobin and today I'm going to be taking a look at Far Cry 3, but more specifically I'm going to be looking at the story mode. Far Cry 3 was created by Ubisoft and is the third game in the series. It received a rating of 9 out of 10 from IGN, 9 out of 10 from GameSpot and a 10 out of 10 from Eurogamer.net. In a lot of Ubisoft's games I think that the storylines are very well written. They've always been very imaginative and creative in their stories, and Far Cry 3 is no exception to this. Of the story mode that I've played so far, it has been very good, very engaging, and it's been very interesting. Just looking at the menu here, we have story mode, co-op, multiplayer, which I haven't really done much of yet, and the options menu, which we'll just jump into. Here we have gameplay with the reticle, vibration, aiming assist, weapon tagging, which are all on, and storage device. We've got controls, invert look sensitivity and control scheme, audio, master volume, music and language, video, brightness and subtitles, which are set to English at the moment, user manual, credits, and exclusive content at the bottom. Just coming out of the options menu now, I'll head up to story mode and start loading up the game. So yeah, I'll just, just select the hard drive so that it knows where to load it up from. Now, I haven't played much of the campaign so far, so I'm just going to take it from where I am at the moment. But, in this video I haven't got anything major in the campaign, any spoilers or anything as such. So if you're concerned about you want to do the campaign and you don't want to know the story before you've played the campaign, then don't worry about it too much in this video. There is a bit of information about the campaign in the video, but it's nothing significant really, and it's nothing that would give away the ending or anything like that, because I'm really close to the beginning. So in that respect, there's absolutely nothing to worry about at all. So yes, let's play some Far Cry 3.
Tell me about your friends.
The radio said Boss was recording ransom videos at PC.
PC? PC. Pirates Cove. But we call it Sunset Cove. That's one of the prisons.
Got it.
Remember, Jason, the strength you receive from the path will help you succeed.
So yes, I'm off to Pirate Cove by the sound of it, but before we get into it, I'll just set the scene for you. The game starts with you going to an island far away from modern civilization, with a group of friends and your brother. While you're there, you, your brother, and all of your friends are caught by pirates on the island. In an escape attempt between you and your brother is killed, which takes place right at the beginning of the story. But you are able to escape. This is where you find yourself stranded on the island and later on caught up in a bloody conflict between psychotic warlords and the indigenous rebels of the island, while you try to rescue the remaining number of your friends. During the very beginning of the story, during your escape attempt with your brother, you gain access to some default equipment. Now this includes a camera and a map. A moment ago you saw me using this map in order to navigate myself around the massive world that is available to you in Far Cry. And just then in the bottom right hand corner you saw a enemy detection indicator. Now it's very similar to the ones that Ubisoft has used in the Assassin's Creed games, but of course it will fill up depending on how detected you are, and once it's completely full you're completely detected, and there you can see it going red, which means that they can see you and they're firing at you. And wow, I wonder where they're firing from. They must have pretty long-range weapons to be hitting me from here. Oh, actually, I think I might actually need to bail out here, because they're doing a lot of damage. Oh, they're still hitting me from there. Now, at the bottom there, you can see it just says press Y to heal, and this will wrap a bandage around you, and that will then heal you. But of course, you need to be away from danger to be able to do that. Here in the menu I've just gone into the crafting section and it gives me the option to craft quite a few things. Here in the syringes section I can craft medical, hunting and combat. Medical heals me instantly, hunting improves your hunting ability, and combat improves your combat performance. All I want though from this section is just a couple of medical syringes, as they are pretty useful in fights because they only take a fraction of the time that it takes for you to heal yourself through bandages or a natural period. Now the weapon that I'm currently carrying is an AK-47. This weapon is a pretty standard weapon. A lot of the pirates carry them, especially just the normal pirates, which means that there is a lot of ammo available. which is nice because it means that for this weapon you don't have to go and purchase any ammo from a gun salesman, although what it does lack is capabilities. As you saw just then, there is fall damage in Far Cry 3, which isn't really that surprising, but what's nice is that they actually give you a fall damage animation. Now, I haven't really seen a game really provide that as well as this one does before, and it's just nice that they add that little bit in. It kind of adds to the detail of the game and adds to the realism of your movements, which, as I say, is really nice. Now earlier when I crafted these syringes in the crafting section of the menu, what I didn't explain to you was actually that you can't just make the syringes. You actually need to find the materials on and around the island in order to make them. Now here you can see a plant that you are able to harvest, and that will then allow you to craft something. I don't know exactly what it is that you can craft with that particular plant, but it's always nice just to pick them up as you go along. Although after a while they can begin to clog up your inventory. Here you can see me making use of the camera, which I mentioned earlier. Now this camera allows you to zoom in on your targets, mark your targets, and allows you to find out what your target is, which you can see up at the top of the camera. It gives you a key as to what is what. You can't see it very well at the moment, but the skull is a normal, the lightning bolt is a charger, the crosshairs are a sniper or an RPG carrier, the shield is in heavy, and on the end it also shows you options for animals. It will mark them as carnivore or herbivore. Here you can see me going into the ocean. Now it does allow you to go into the oceans, you can swim through it and you can dive under the water. And this is quite nice, but it doesn't allow you to fire your weapon while you're under here. You are limited to just being able to swim. But here you can see a blue plant, which is similar to the plants on the land. They allow you to craft specific things, but the blue ones can only be found under the water. Now, you are limited by how long you can dive under the water. You will run out of oxygen, and so you will need to come back up to the surface occasionally to be able to get some air. And you could just begin to see the blackness forming around the edge of my screen to tell me that I was beginning to run out of air. Off to my right you can just see an abandoned shack, and now there are a lot of these all over the islands, but they don't really have much interactive things about them. Sometimes there'll be a boat outside and sometimes you'll be able to find some weapons, but it doesn't always happen. There you could just see me collecting a few more plants. It is a good idea to collect a good variety of plants in case you ever need them, but it's not a good idea to collect the same plant continually, because then, like I say, you'll just end up clogging up your inventory, and then it'll become a hassle to empty it out again afterwards.
Hello? Dr. Earnhardt?
Hey, it's Daisy. I borrowed the doctor's phone. How's the search going?
I'm getting closer. How are you?
Good. The doctor moved me to this cave under his house. It's safer since the pirates come to buy from him all the time. But get this, I found something down here. You have to see it.
Okay. I'll meet you there later. Hopefully with our friends.
Great. Bye.
So yeah, while that was going on, I thought I would come over and show you this as it's here. It's a broadcast tower. Now, there are a lot of these over the islands. I think there may be about 15 in total. And they're very similar to the watchtowers from Assassin's Creed, if I can make the comparison. You may notice that on my minimap, all it is at the moment is basically a bluey, whitey smudge. And what I have to do to be able to see it as a proper minimap is I need to block the signals from these broadcast towers. Now, they're similar to the watchtowers from Assassin's Creed in a way, also in the way that it's a bit of a puzzle to be able to get up there, up to the very top. Now, it's not as difficult as the ones from Assassin's Creed, I don't think, but it is still a bit of a puzzle. Now, when you get to the top, you kind of synchronize as you do in Assassin's Creed. All you need to do is break into this box at the very top, flick the switch, and that will then allow you to see the surrounding area. So there we go, it just does a bit of a pan around and it will show you some of the places around the area that you now will be able to see on the minimap. and it just kind of shows you the very edges of what you will be able to see. And there we go, it says successful. Now there are obviously a lot more towers to unlock. So far I've unlocked 2, and you can now see that where I am on the map at the moment has now become a clear picture, so I can now have a look at all the things around. You can see that there are a lot of little white animals on the map, and that's because it's telling you that that is the area you can find those animals in. So if you needed to go and hunt a deer, for example, you could go to one of the deer areas, and that is where you are most likely to find one. You can also see that in the waters there are quite a few sharks, and apart from that there are quite a few other animals around. Now, getting down from the towers, you've got to come back down from the way you came. It's not quite like Assassin's Creed where you can just jump straight off the top and into a haystack. You do have to make your way down, because there is fall damage, and if you were to just jump straight from the top, then that would kill you. So I'm just going to make my way back down now, down the ramp, and back into at the bottom. And then I'll head over to my objective, which, I was a bit lucky there. I was quite close to the limit of my height. Actually, that was quite a bad idea, I think. To use the syringes, you really want to save them for when you're in combat, because they heal you quite quickly, and so you really want to save that for a time when you really need it. And I should have just allowed myself to heal naturally there, because I had the time to just wait for it to heal back. Well, here at my current objective, it looks like there are a few pirates around. There's one over there in the watchtower, and I can't really see any others around down below him, so I think first of all I'll go take him out, so that there's no way he can spot me from above. Now, as you can see, I've targeted him with the camera, and so it's marked him. He's just a normal pirate, and as you can see now that I've marked him, it's now showing me a grey silhouette through objects, which means that I can hide behind something like this box and it will show me where he's looking, where he's moving, and I can then just sneak up and take him down like that. Now here's one of the alarms from the camp, and I can just shut that off, which means that they can no longer activate the alarm from there. And I'll just mark out a few more pirates so that I can see exactly where it is that I should be heading next. There's another one over there in the watchtower. What I'm actually looking for is a guy with a gold star above his head, because that means that he is my target. He is the one that I need to get to. Now, I can't see him at the moment, so I will just move around. I'll take out the other pirate in the watchtower so that he can't see me from above, and then I'll have another look around and see if I can see my target then. One thing you have to be careful about when you're going stealthily into a camp is that you don't leave the bodies out in the open that you kill, because if you do and pirates come across them, then they will be very anxious and they'll come and try to find the person who's done it. Now, is this guy gonna see me? Oh, that was quite close. If he had seen me, I'd probably have to deal with him quite quickly, and that would most likely attract some of the other pirates to that post. It doesn't seem to have done anything, so I'll oh, there we go. There's our target with the gold star. Now, I'm wondering if, instead of having to go down past the pirates over behind me, if I could just slip down this bank over here, I wouldn't have to take out as many people then. Now, that guy down there is probably gonna see me if I slip down, so I'm just gonna throw a few rocks out. Now, this is a good method for drawing pirates away, because it will get their attention and they'll try and go and find out what the disturbance was from where the rock hit the ground. Now, is that the... Oh, that was a bit deep. Oh, has he seen me? Oh, that's it. Fire. Okay, now, I didn't really have a choice there now. He detected me. So now it's kind of a guns up fight. Now, if they're able to initiate the alarm, then a lot more pirate reinforcements will come, so I really have to quickly deal with my target. Oh, I didn't quite make it there. That's a shame, but yeah, it's once the alarms are triggered and everybody has detected you, then it gets very difficult for you to be able to successfully get to your target. A lot more reinforcements come if the alarms are activated, and it just gets very difficult, and you've just got to keep shooting the pirates as long as you can and just try to escape. It's probably best to get out of their detection and then try and come back a bit afterwards as well. But yeah, and the campaign is said to take approximately 10 hours to complete, but that's without the side missions included, and there are a lot of side missions involved in this campaign. There are probably more side missions than there are actual campaign missions. There are that many. But yeah, I think that that's pretty much most in the video covered. But actually one thing I haven't covered yet is the skills section, so I'll just open that up a sec and have a look with you here. Now, as you can probably imagine, the skills section allows you to learn new skills, and to be able to learn one of these skills you need to level up, and per level you're able to then gain a new skill. And at the moment I have 4 skill points that I can spend. Now there are 3 areas that you can get these skills in. There is the heron, the shark, and the spider. Now I just got the adrenaline, which causes partially drained health bars to regenerate 50% faster. That seemed pretty good. I just got the takedown drag, which seems like a pretty good one for hiding bodies away, because it says that you're able, once you take them down, to then drag the bodies back, which means that you're much more then capable to hide them away, and in doing so not get so easily detected. I also just got physical condition, and I think that that seems like quite a good one, as it gives me an extra health slot, and at the moment it seems like that's something I could really do with. And there, last but not least, I got the ability to cook grenades. Now that does bring us to an end to the video, but before I do end the video, I am going to give Far Cry 3's story mode rating, and for me it gets a 9, similar to that of IGN, because I think that it is a very good storyline. I think it's very well written. I think that Ubisoft did a very good job with it, but I still think that it isn't without flaws, and I feel that there is still something that could be done with it. So yes, a 9 from me. Now in this video I have only looked at the story mode for Far Cry 3, but I do know that it has a very good, very high quality forging environment, and I would feel that, as my channel is called Cryptic Forger, I would be almost doing it a wrongdoing by not showing it on the channel. So I think that I will have a look at it. I haven't really had a look at the forge myself on Far Cry 3, but I think that it's something I really should look at, get an idea for how it is, how it works, and then I think I will put a video up on my channel for it so that you guys can see it as well. But yeah, that's all for now, I think. So thanks for watching. I hope that you've liked this video. If you have, please drop me a like and consider sending me a comment. And subscribe to my channel if you would like to see some more videos. This has been HeedlessRobin as Cryptic Forger, and I am signing out for now.